Ahora sí. Ah, todo bien, todo bien, todo bien. Vamos a empezar el 2. Este está más largo que el uno, la verdad. Y de este creo que sí hay más DLCs. Así que puede que tome más. Tome más videos, pero nos vamos a enfocar más en hacer las principales. Entonces, entonces, Jesús Cristo. Ah, quedé en 49. Mira nada más. Bueno, es que sí, sí lo hicimos algo rápido, pero cámara. No hay falla. Normal. Y tú úsalos, tú úsalos. ¡Ah! Oh, tonto.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending him to fight Geth. Geth. We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow him. He's a hero, a bloody icon. But he's just one man. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose him.
Pues ahora resulta, tenemos la culpa. A verdad, a verdad. Los piñé.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley.
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Will the Alliance get here in time?
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttle.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttle. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard!
Liara, go. Now.
Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Amanecimos bravos, ¿eh?
This is SSV Normandy. We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy.
Oh, shit.
Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
No manches. El mapa de la galaxia. No, man. Ay, se ve bien chido. Bien clarito. No, más se ve bien bello. Hijo de su madre. ¿Qué transasetcito? ¿Qué clase de Dead Space es este? ¿Sí, verdad? Sí, verdad que sí. Tienes razón. Llegas apenas, ¿eh? Estamos empezando el 2.
We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up.
Llegaste a tiempo, apenitas.
They're coming around for another attack.
Ah, tiene lo de sus huesos, ¿no? Sus huesos de cristal. Verde. F sota. Verde. Y ya se acabó. ¡Adiós! Gracias por ver. Gracias por venir. Bueno, pues mañana empezamos el 3. Mass Effect Genesis es un cómic interactivo que resume los eventos en Mass Effect 1. ¿Quieres dar un repaso a la historia? Sería interesante. Ok, vamos a ver.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Olenko. A good kid, loyal, by the book, with a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol, Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined, ready to take on whatever came her way.
Ay, quiero ver si ponen las
Ashley
decisiones
joined
que
up with us and
tomamos.
took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen. It was massive, scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact, a beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them had tried to take it. Chief Williams made the mistake of getting too close. It hit her with some type of energy. I grabbed her and threw her out of the way. And that's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Adina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Adina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel Security.
Mi best friend, mi
Despite
befo.
orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren, and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest-looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and that the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space. leaving no trace they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions. But not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I would need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari, as beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with the unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Ashley was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I told Liara about how I felt. Apparently she felt it too.
No más, si es dependiendo de lo que tú elegiste. Bueno, de lo que elegí.
Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novarian, where he'd enslaved a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni Queen. The Queen's drones were everywhere, and they weren't happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information. I tried to reason with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender.
Está bien chido, sí, o sea, no es como un cómic nada más interactivo y pues que te explica lo básico, sino que sí se basa en lo que, pues en lo que decidimos, en lo que las...
The Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her.
Qué chido.
With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on
Está muy pro eso.
But we soon learned it was more than a base of operations.
¿Por qué crees que amo esta saga?
It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base, and all its research. Rex disagreed. Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split up my team in 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke, and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign. The Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose, and I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the Protheans. As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship, against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. But Liara saw through my words. She knew I was hurting after Ash's death. She could sense my doubts. We both knew this mission could be our last. Until that moment, we'd put our feelings aside for the sake of that mission. But why wait? We gave in to each other, and it was perfect. While it lasted. We arrived on Ilos, close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago, and every 50,000 years before that, each time purging the galaxy of life. The Protheans had fought and died, like every species before them. But a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He had
Ay,
caught the council
pero mira el
fleets by
Saren.
surprise and
El
broken
Saren.
now
El Garrus, como
and
también
with
es turiano.
Sovereign as his flagship. There was little hope the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Citadel fleets battled Saren's army outside, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted him. He died believing that the Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension, and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council could be replaced. The fleets were needed here and now if we were going to defeat Sovereign. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated, and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet, the battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left for me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician. Ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be put in front of him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair, but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them.
Mucho texto.
I gathered my crew.
Te están resumiendo el primer juego, ya que te lo perdiste.
Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned to cleanup duty, rooting out any remnants of Saren's army.
Ya va a acabar, ya va a acabar.
Just another routine mission.
Es más, ya acabó, mira, ¿ves? Ya.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
¿Qué hubo? Ve, o sea, 7 videos, casi todos de 2 horas. ¿Qué comparas con 8 minutos? Ahí vamos a... Ay, ¿le va a cambiar mucho? No, pues el rostro importado, pues oye. A ver, ahora yo creo que nos vamos a ver. El otro nos fuimos... Ah, era vanguardia, ¿va? Sí, va. Es que aquí ya no tiene mucho sentido porque aquí ya puedes prácticamente hackear todo. Pero... no sé, la verdad me gustan mucho los bióticos y a partir de aquí del 2 ya le meten poderes chidos. Sí, mejor vanguardia. Me sigo con vanguardia. Tus logros te dan acceso a los siguientes poderes. Uy, sí tengo muchos. Entonces... ¡vámonos! Y aquí le meten un poder biótico que me late mucho. Creo que es la carga biótica. Ahorita ven. No, está sabrosa. Se avienta así bien manchado. Como teletransportación y... se pone bien puerco. Miranda tal vez puede ser una waifu de ustedes. Porque la verdad está hija de su madre, es ella. Está como quiere. Pero tampoco es como que muy mi tipo Miranda, entonces la verdad nunca me la ligué. Tiene perro, tiene perro. Y muerde. Te arranca el trozo también. Ah, no, creo que sí me lo ligué en... pero fue cuando apenas salió. Me reconstruyeron, banda. ¿Vieron cómo me revivieron? Ya estaba todo podrida. Nomás, si se ve chido. Espérame, ¿te esperas? Por eso. Ah, es esa. Vámonos con esta. Espérate, ya me cambiaron las cosas. Ah, no, aquí ya no hay equipo. Chichichi. Aquí ya hay munición. Aquí ya tienes que... Aquí ya recargo con cuadrado. Porque no, otro. Avientas granadas con cuadrados. ¿Qué es esa jalada? Sí se ve... No más, se ve chido. La neta sí se ve chido. La neta. Pero vamos a poner... Uy, no. A 60 frames está... Oh. ¡Ay! ¡Ay! ¡Ay, me vengo! ¿Cómo era ese meme del chavo? ¡Ah, me vengo! Ay, aquí ya puedes asignar rápido. Ah, mira, con triángulo. Por ejemplo, aquí, ya en lugar de haber este, puedo hacer un acceso directo rápido. Vamos a cambiarlo. Pero aquí qué. ¡Tómala, perro! ¡Toma, qué rico! ¡Ay! ¡Espérate, rey! ¡Ay! 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 Por eso me gustan los bióticos. Bien rotos.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear. Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long. More reinforcements. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to take them out.
Ah, sí.
Take the elevator down. One floor. Hurry! Get to the door. Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, you can read me. I've got things closing in on my position.
Ah, pero ¿qué era la otra?
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery.
¿Sí se veía esto? ¿Sí se veía así en el 2?
There are signs of rudimentary
No me acuerdo, creo que nada más escuchaba la voz y... No recuerdo que se viera la... No estoy seguro, la neta, no me acuerdo.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't...
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional.
No, chavo, pues ya. También córrele, papi, tú estás viendo, ya te pudiste ver, ya. Te metes por abajo de sus pies, es lento, papi, y te escapas. No, pues no. El Jacob.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle
Así estás,
first.
Juncito. El Halo Policía.
It's your station, Jake. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards.
Halo Policía.
We're low on thermal clips,
Somos
but I'm a
unos
bionic.
policías
Just give the order when
espaciales.
you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
Él también es biótico. Bueno.
Ready to get the hell off this station?
Before we go anywhere, I need some answers.
Sure. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me? How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean? Cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. But we lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
¿Y mis
Last
compas?
thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion.
Presley se
But
murió.
everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Uf.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If
Cagando
they knew
por...
I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station.
Están cagando, déjalos, Shepard. No te
What's the
metas.
quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest.
Hubiera estado chido que le respondieras.
Check, check.
Cagando por...
Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get him out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson
¿Quién es y
checking
por
on
qué
me
te
one
dice
time
mi
when I
amor?
woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Respóndeme, ¿quién te habla así de esa manera tan romántica? Solamente eres mío.
Log update. The Lazarus project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken years, but
¿Quién es y por qué te dice bebé? ¿Quién es y por qué te dice mi hombre de chocolate?
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
the whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Wilson, find us another route.
Oh god. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B! Hurry! They're out of control!
Off those stairs, Shepard.
Oh god. I'm hit!
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Sí me acuerdo de ti. Oh, man, la pelona. Eres el pelón.
Wilson's hurt bad.
El
He needs help.
pelochas. ¿Cómo estás,
Thanks,
pelón?
Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life.
Guess that makes us even now.
Oye, sí está brilloso, o sea, la calvita como para
Whoever did this fried the whole system.
que suene.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security
Sí,
measures?
imagino el pelón así. Lo ves de espalda y la mano aquí, una mano roja ahí.
Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe, then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did you wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... Overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
These mechs don't know when to quit. Get over here!
The fastest way to the shuttles. Those canisters.
¿Por qué no explota esta mierda? Ah, por eso.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Pues si haces a tu, si haces a tu comandante calvo, pues sí.
Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if he's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Sarah. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I'm not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
We've been spotted.
Tírate.
Can't get a lock.
Cómo me gusta este poder. Está bien roto. Está malísimo el Shepard.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Bata, man.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Esa mujer es fría.
If you say so.
La
What's our next step?
tóxica.
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to
No
you.
es tóxica,
You
pero
mean
sí
the
es
elusive
bien...
man? I know you work for Cerberus.
A lo que va, mijo, a lo que va.
Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get him to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Qué graciosa. Doña Comedia. Entonces se encuentran con el halcón milenario, ¿no?
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
Did you say 2 years?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you were a colony kid. Lost your parents when the slavers hit Mindwar. You enlisted, and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
I lost a lot of friends that day. Going through something like that changes you. It can break you, if you let it.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave her behind?
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Ash gave her life for the rest of the team. Without her, I couldn't have stopped Saren. She died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
Esto es lo chido de este. Ya puedes, cambiar en los colores. estar fresco. Aquí sí le cambiaron mucho este. Se veía muy diferente en el clásico. Poniendo con su sudaderita cuando anda informal. Pues acá para descansar, ¿no? Fresco el pana. ¿Por qué se va a enfermar? Pues trae su sudaderita. Anda al tiro mi chavo. Mi chavo el más pro.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
And what exactly is it that you and I know?
That our place in the universe is more fragile than we'd like to think. That one man, one very specific man, might be all that stands between humanity and the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Nothing you say is going to convince me to trust you. I need more than words.
I'd be disappointed if I could persuade you that easily. Go and see for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one.
Ese personaje es un personajazo, la verdad, el nombre ilusorio.
But he's always been honest about it.
También así bien calculador, bien acá. Bien pro mi chavo también.
Is this a volunteer job or am I being volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
¡Ay, perro! ¿A qué se la subimos? Ajay, ajay. Ah, mira, también sobrecalienta las armas. Con razón se me hacía parecido ese simbolito. Yo decía yo. Guarda. Guarda. Aquí. ¿Qué bola, nena?
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
Sin pelos en la lengua, ¿cómo ves?
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
It's obvious you're not interested.
We've got an assignment. We
Sáquese
can
la
talk about it or we can do it.
Vale, pues sáquese, órale.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
At least you're giving me a chance. Most Alliance soldiers hate Cerberus on principle.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. The old council was dead, and humanity took control of the new one. Nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, sir.
Hola. Has recibido las siguientes bonificaciones por importante personaje de nivel 49 en Mass Effect 2. No, pues sí. ¿Estuvo bien? Pero me tengo que ir, pero sí, así creo que es todo un pro. Gracias, bro. Tú tranquilo. Y todos aquí voy a andar. y los videos que siguen ahí cuando puedas unirte. Está chido, bro. Muchas gracias por andar por acá, aunque sea un ratito.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man
Sale,
says
bro.
you're in charge,
Cuídate,
you're in charge.
carnalito.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappeared. We've got no target to go after.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
Aquí nos vamos a encontrar con el destino.
You bet.
Right!
Right there. Right behind you.
I'm here! With you, Shepard.
With you.
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, no signs of battle.
Hostiles are cleared.
Ahora no espantes. No, no sé, tal vez podamos usarlo con eso.
Strange. Security systems were disabled at the other colonies. Enemy! Shoot them before they take out the shield.
Tag! Target down! You're done! Those mechs shouldn't have been hostile. They should have recognized us as human.
Someone reprogrammed them to attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Ya basta de apretar botones. Consecuencia.
Make activity.
Look right there.
Praza, you said you'd let me handle
Uf, bebé chiquita hermosa.
this. Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... You're alive?
Cerberus rebuilt me, Tally. In return, they asked me to investigate these attacks on human colonies.
You'll pardon us for not taking you at your word, Cerberus.
We're well within our rights to investigate attacks on a human colony. I'd like to know what the Quarians are doing here.
Weapons down, Praza. Whatever's going on here, I don't think we need another fight. One of our
Tali,
people
bebé
was here on
hermosa.
pilgrimage. His name was Vitor. We came to find him.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Make sure to keep in radio contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. See you on the far side. Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of him.
Heads up! 9-9.
Status failure.
¡Ay, imbécil! Pensé que era... Ay, ya no.
overload on him.
La madre.
We should have expected this.
Come on, you can still catch them.
Perrote.
Hurry, Shepard. We're inside the loading docks. Vitor reprogrammed the heavy mech. It's tearing Plaza's squad apart.
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
We'll take cover by the doors. Shepard, you take point. Affirmative.
Got it.
Verde. ¡Oh, la madre! ¡Qué agresivo! No me acordaba de ese pisotón y aparte lo remata el pobre. Bien sádico. ¿Por qué me ponen una Lancer si no tengo una Lancer?
Requesting aid.
Yo creo que lo levante. Ah, no, sí lo atontó.
This is valuable.
No la vais a regar.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Next will. You're human. Where did you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
Why didn't the colonists fight back, Vitor? What happened?
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My god. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarren and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I'm still trying to accept that you're even alive, and you're with Cerberus. I've got responsibilities now. I've got a mission of my own. I can't walk away from that. Not even for you.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tally will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
Diplomacy is great when it works, but difficult when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the Collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The Collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the Terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the Collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, That's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents for the Reapers, it could be any number of reasons. Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
If this is a war, I'll need an army. Or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Caden Olenko?
He's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. His file is surprisingly well classified.
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tali? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Mi ves, Prien?
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tassoni?
¿Dónde está mi bebé? ¿Dónde está mi bebé?
My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
Good. 2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Mordin Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist.
Uy,
Our
el Mordin.
intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Joker. Uf. Mi buen compa.
Hey,
Mi buen
Commander.
pana.
Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
Look who's talking. I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the Elusive Man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this.
Uf.
They only told me last night.
Normandía 2.0. Más se ven bien chidas las animaciones de estas. Al tiro. Sé que también las trabajaron.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
Uf. Chulada hermosa. Lo que me incomoda un poco es cuando no tienes el arma, como que se mueve raro el Shepard. Como que se mueve así como que medio raro así. Uf. Mira, mi navecita otra vez, con Toño.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare suites. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the three of us plus Joker to fly this ship.
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map and the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
Welcome aboard.
Aquí ya, mira, ya está. Está coquetón, está coquetón. ¿Ah, qué? Y aquí ya podemos explorar prácticamente los planetas para sacar recursos. Ah, no manches, pensé que iban a dar más recursos, valen gorro. Todo esto de farmear lo voy a hacer, ahora sí que no lo voy a hacer en los directos. Porque pues sí es tedioso. Imagínate aquí, media hora que ustedes estén viendo cómo farmeo, pues no. Ay. Está chidorris, está chidorris. Y aquí pues prácticamente nos movemos para otros sistemas, para explorar. Y pues aquí vamos ahora con esta bebé. También te puedes ligar a esta chica, pero pues no.
I'll manage your messages and help you monitor and I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Joker would like to speak to you on the bridge. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Y aquí hay más personajes. Y creo que aquí hay 2 o un personaje que venían DLC. Que la neta, pues no sé. Ahora sí que me van a agarrar en curva. Les digo yo, en DLC ya de aquí, del 3, del 2 y del 3, ahora sí que ando perdido. Pero pues va a estar chido porque pues así ya... Uy. Mira, Anderson. Bueno, aquí es otro personaje con el que podemos... Misión secundaria, misión secundaria, misión secundaria, secundaria. Y ya. Vamos a hablar con Joker. Y vamos a ir a nuestro camarote, porque ya tenemos camarote, ya tenemos cuartito ahí para que nos pongamos a ver ahí unos videos del Dross, ya en la comodidad de la cama del capitán, del comandante. Ahí para ver en mi computadora, para ver los directos del Jerry.
Reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
It's not the same, Joker. There's nothing here that was even part of the real Normandy.
There's us. I have to take what I can get. The last 2 years sucked. You'll see. Even if an AI is spying on us, no way they'll invest this much just to screw us over. It'll be better than the old days.
I hope so. I died.
Yeah, you were such a downer.
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the elusive man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fission plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Ay, perro.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Sigue teniendo resistencia de perro viejo. Vamos a nuestro cuartito. Ay, carga bien rápido ya.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Mira. Me ligo a la IA. Estaría chido, ¿no? Míralo. Tú vas con todo, ¿eh? Tú no te andas con jaladas. Mira quién está aquí. Mira qué belleza. ¿Ya vieron quién está ahí? ¿Ya vieron qué preciosa está ahí? Qué chiquita bebé hermosa está ahí. ¿Eh? ¿Ya vieron? Guapa. Liarita bebé. Ve nada más para que veas los detalles que tiene este juego. Sigo enamorada de Liarita bebé. ¿Qué obas? ¿Qué obas? Hasta puedo comprar pececitos en el tianguis. Acá unos beta. Un Nemo, una Dory. Y aquí, mira. Nada más que sota no tengo. La primera vuelta se me olvidó alimentarlos y yo los compraba y decía, ¿por qué no están? Y era porque se me moría. Y me acercaba y decía, checar estanque. Y yo decía, pero pues ¿por qué no? Y era porque ya estaban flotando ya ahí todos muertos de hambre. ¿Me perdonan? Otra rolita, a ver. No, otra más tranquilona. Está como tétrica, ¿no? Es la de... Ah. Uf, no. Mira. Aquí para invitar unas nenorras. Sí de... Hola. ¿Qué tal? Los invito a mi cuarto. Aquí está mi pecera vacía. Aún no tengo peces, pero los compraré pronto. De este lado está mi computadora, en la que veo los directos del Jerry, mi streamer favorito. No me pierdo ninguno, por cierto. Ahorita está haciendo stream de la saga de Mass Effect. Muy bueno el pana. Aquí tengo mis medallas, todo lo que he ganado hasta ahora. Hay poco a poquito, ahí humildemente. Aquí está la foto de mi amada bebé, preciosa. Liara Tisoni se llama. Cuando me relaje voy a ir a buscarla. Voy a decirle: ¡te amo, Elizabeth! ¡Te amo! Aquí ya está unas copitas. A cuando llegue los panas, nos relajamos aquí, platicamos, jugamos semana inglesa. Aquí me pongo a escribir, querido diario. Y aquí, pues, aquí es donde se hacen los privados, casi, algo así. Y aquí, pues, la camita para que tú te acuestes. Aquí puedo personalizar mi equipo, como me quiero ver. Poco a poco iré comprando más piezas. Y aquí, pues, lo que puedo usar cuando usando relax, ¿no? O sea, como cuando había convivio en la escuela y te decían, ahora sí que ropa de calle, ¿no? Y cogías acá la sudadera, ¿no? Y si era chaquita te vestías con una camisa blanca con el cuello así, de esos cuellos de triángulos grandotes y para arriba así. Acá con tu gel, pelos parados, zapatos negros con un dragón. Con tu cinturón acá con ¿cómo se llaman esas? Como cuadraditos que se le ponían al cinturón, que lo tapizabas de esas cositas plateadas. Una cadenita acá, al tiro. Y tus lentes negros, de esos chafísimas, y iban acá, papi, arriba. Pero no tan arriba para que no se te movieran los piquitos acá de gel. Y pues aquí estamos. Bienvenidos a mi cuarto. Siéntense en su casa. Muchas gracias. Aquí la vamos, espérense. Aquí la vamos a dejar por ahora. Vamos a subir esto de aquí. Vamos a darle prioridad primero a esto. Porque por favor, que también está bueno. Y vamos a dar prioridad a este y a este, porque esto nos va a ayudar a espérate. Metal del granulado. Sale, bandita, pues aquí lo vamos a dejar. Sí, aquí están las misiones secundarias. ¡Oh, la madre! Ah, son todos los personajes que tenemos que... la tripulación. Doctor O'Keefe, Arcángel, Jax, Mordin, Zahir. Ah, mira, ese es nuevo. Ese es del DLC. Entonces, esa no la conozco, la neta no la topo. Pero mira, se ve Kazumi Goto, Supongo que es mujer. Y que es japonesa, china, coreana, bueno, asiática. Y a lo mejor está guapa. Muy probablemente. Tal vez nos liguemos a ella. ¿No? Tal vez. Vemos, ¿no? Vemos. Ahora sí que vemos. Vemos, ¿no? Vemos. Esa rola está sabrosa. Es más, vamos a tomar una foto. Pongan en los comentarios hola, digan WhatsApp, hi. Pongan algo en los comentarios, le voy a sacar una captura. Para que acá, en modo foto, papis. ¿Qué quieren de fondo? La camita, la pecera, ¿no? Mientras. No, ya sé, mira aquí. Con Liarita. Saluden a la cámara, bandita. A ver, vamos a mientras. Profundidad de campo. Esto no está muy lejos. Subirle el contraste un poquito. La pecera vacía. Pero pues está vacía. Vamos a la pecera. Ojalá le hubieran puesto poses, la neta. En el modo foto de, por ejemplo, otros tienen poses. O sea, por ejemplo, en Horizon hasta ahí hay varias poses. En Cyberpunk hay así como que sus poses acá chidas. Uy, si le hubieran puesto poses. No sé por qué no les pusieron poses. Eso sí, no. Como que muy así, muy X, ¿no? Como cuando toman la foto así cuando estás de morrillo. Así, párate bien, hijo, párate bien. Y así todo derecho. Mejor cuando haya peces. Bueno, mira, vamos a tomarle foto. Para que veas. Eso ya todo a dar. Vamos a poner esto acá. Con la banda. Ah, no, pero es la profundidad de campo, no tiene chiste. No, brillo no. Ahora. Ahí está. Sale, bandita. Cuídense mucho. Hasta mañana le seguimos. Además, posiblemente el arme en la... como a mediodía, como hoy. Que de hecho ya terminamos el 1. La última parte ahí ya la voy a pasar a YouTube. Ahí sí, en mi canal, Jerry Ram. Ya voy a acomodar el caos de mi canal. Ya lo voy a personalizar más chido. Y pues hasta mañana le damos al Mass Effect. Le seguimos. Vamos a buscar a los demás tripulantes. Este es mi Mass Effect favorito, la neta. Divino, divino, hermoso. Sale, bandita. Descansen. Gracias por acompañarme, Seth, Jerry. Muchas gracias. Porque neta, sin ustedes no hago directos. Así que cuídense. Ahí nos vemos. Descansen. Y que les vaya bien, bandita. Adiós.